I'd like to call the Tuesday, June 17, 2014 Papillion City Council meeting to order. Mrs. Butler, would you please take the roll?
Florence, Mumgard, Gaines, Glover, Jaworski, Klug, Stubbe, Ingberg.
Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Forgot to put it down, I know.
Thank you. And do we have an affidavit of publication on file?
That is correct.
The current copy of the Open Meeting Act is posted in the back of the council chambers. Ms. Myers, Administrator's Report, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple announcements and project updates. Papillion Bay is celebrating their 20th anniversary this Saturday, June 21st from 1 to 4 p.m. If you have not already RSVP'd, please do that with Lori or Kathy, either one. We just need to get that information to Lori, but please make plans to attend. It doesn't seem like 20 years ago, but certainly it is. Also, just a reminder of Laura Jean O'Connor's retirement reception is Thursday, June 26th at the Senior Center from 12:30 to 3 p.m. And then just a couple project updates. 84th Street resurfacing project. The milling is going to begin on July 7th, and then the new asphalt installation will start on July 17th. There are going to be some road restrictions during that time, and we'll keep you updated, but there will be through traffic during that entire project. Also, grading is going to begin, or we expect it to begin on the Public Works facility site this week. And we have a tentative groundbreaking ceremony scheduled, please mark your calendars, for Friday, July 18th at 3 o'clock. And we'll send you out an email notice regarding that. And lastly, I just want to give a hearty thank you to all of those who helped with Papillion Days, another successful event. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda? Motion by Councilwoman Klug. Second by Councilman Stubbe. Mr. Mumgard.
Yes, I'd like to remove item C6, please.
C6 is pulled. Do we have any proponents? Do we have any opponents? Council discussion? Please vote on everything except C6.
6 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. Next is item C6, Resolution R140092, a resolution to approve a special designated liquor license for It's Possible LLC doing business as Wine Styles for an event at Kajoma's, 104 East 1st Street on July 12, 2014 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Do we have a motion to approve Resolution R140092? Motion by Councilman Mumgard, second by Councilman Ingberg. Do we have proponents? The applicant is here. Be a great time to give a commercial of what you're doing too.
Well, first of all, it's hard to believe we've been riding the range for 8 years. We're doing a Western theme this year, and we had this planned a year ago. And so when Papillion Days was Western theme, I thought we must be on the same wavelength. That's really exciting. Our doors are going to open at 9 o'clock this year, so we're encouraging everybody to pull in their boots and come on down for a fun-filled day. We have actually Ranger Bob's going to be serving mimosas and Bloody Marys this year. So everyone of legal age will receive a ticket upon entering, and they'll be able to pick whether they'd want their Bloody Mary mimosa. Afternoon will be wine tasting. We're going to have guest appearances by the Wild West Creation Cowboys. So you'll have a photo opportunity to get your picture taken with a real cowboy. Bargain Corral's going to be open with super deals and steals. So there's all kinds of fun stuff. We're even having a chuck wagon that's going to serve up cowboy cupcakes and all kinds of refreshments. So we're really excited to call Papillion home for 8 years in a row.
We're really glad that you've been in Papillion for 8 years because you get more and more popular every year. And of course, we've told you this before, that we live in fear that some other city's going to steal you away. So whatever we can do to help you stay here, I'll jump out and do it. And I also want to commend you again, along with all of the Downtown Business Association people, for once again doing great things for downtown.
Well, thank you. And we hear every day from customers coming in from Omaha and surrounding metro areas. They absolutely love coming to Papillion, so you don't have to worry about me leaving. I'll be here forever. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other proponents? Do we have any opponents? Council discussion? Please vote.
6 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. Thanks again. Next is item D1, Ordinance 1689, an ordinance to amend Chapter 92, Article 3, Section 15, Subsection A of the Papillion Municipal Code, having to do with adoption of the National Fire Protection Association Life Safety Code 101, to amend Chapter 100, Section 5, Subsection J of the Papillion Municipal Code, having to do with unsafe buildings, and to provide for an effective date. Is there a council member that will introduce? Introduced by Councilman Doobie. Thank you. Next is D2, Ordinance 1695, an ordinance to amend Chapter 205, Article 2, Section 11 of the Papillion Zoning Code, having to do with development definitions, specifically to add the definition of repetitive loss and to modify definitions of substantial damage and substantial improvement related to floodplain management, and to amend Chapter 205, Article 5, Section 43 of the Papillion Zoning Code in its entirety, having to do with site development regulations related to building and impervious coverage requirements for the agricultural district, and to provide for an effective date. Is there a council member that will introduce? Introduced by Councilman Gaines. Thank you. Next is item D3, Ordinance 1694, an ordinance approving the issuance of building bonds, public works, and park maintenance facilities, Series 2014 of the City of Papillion Municipal Facilities Corporation, in a principal amount not to exceed $6 million, approving and authorizing a bond purchase agreement with the corporation, providing for the sale of the bonds to the underwriter, authorizing a lease purchase agreement with the City of Papillion Municipal Facilities Corporation relating to the acquisition and construction of certain public works and park maintenance facilities, approving the execution of documents with respect to said lease purchase agreement, and providing for the publishing of the ordinance in a pamphlet form. Is there a council member that will introduce? Introduced by Councilwoman Klug. Because of the interest rates and being able to go to market, the staff is recommending a waiver of second and third readings, as has been pretty common with bond issuances. Is there a motion to waive second and third readings? Motion by Councilman Glover. Second by Councilman Ingberg. Do we have any proponents? Do we have any opponents? Council discussion? Please vote on the motion to waive. This will require a supermajority.
6 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. Do we have a motion to approve Ordinance 1694? Motion by Councilman Klug. Second by Councilman Glover. Do we have proponents? Do we have any opponents? Council discussion? Please vote.
6 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. Thank you. Next is F1, Resolution R140095, a resolution to approve an interlocal agreement for the continuation of the Papillion Creek Watershed Partnership. A motion to approve Resolution R140095? Motion by Councilman Stubbe. Second by Councilwoman Klug. Any proponents? Do we have any opponents? Council discussion? Please vote.
6 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. Next is item F2, Resolution R140096, a resolution to amend the master fee schedule pertaining to watershed fees. Do we have a motion to approve Resolution R140096? Motion by Councilman Klug. Second by Councilman Glover. Proponents? Any opponents? Council discussion? Please vote.
6 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. Next is committee reports, and I don't believe any committees have met other than MFC, but we already took that action. Any comments from the floor? Seeing no comments, any council comments? There's a couple of updates from the last couple of weeks. Attended membership luncheon with the Chamber of Commerce. Also attended the Legion Creighton Health Foundation Gala. They had a large fundraiser, and a lot of those funds are actually going to 3D mammography at Midlands Hospital, and that would believe will be only one of two hospitals in the region with that technology. And they've already had what they claim is some real early detections of breast cancer that they believe probably lead to saves there. So that'd be nice to have that at Midlands Hospital. If you have not been going, the movie series and the events at Sumter Amphitheater are already ramped up. Attendance is probably larger than it's ever been. Movie nights are seeing between 1,000 and 2,000 people on the movie nights. and we've already had a sold-out concert in excess of 2,500 people. So it's been a great draw to bring people into the region. Also had an interview at Channel 6 in regards to Papillion Days, and I think it was probably one of the biggest Papillion Days we've had. Parade, I think, was larger. A lot of the events were larger than they've ever been. Also attended an elected officials luncheon with the school district. It was the county, the city, and the schools. Talked a lot about just common issues, and a lot of that was around boundary agreements and how that impacts each of us, and maybe what we can be doing at the legislative level to be working on that. Also, SAC Federal Credit Union hosted a conference of defense credit unions from around the region. They do that once every 7 years, and went and welcomed them to Papillion and thanked them for coming here. Also, Mr. Hoynes and I met with Chief Bowes and Darren Carlson around some outreach ideas to be getting the word out in the fire world, things that are going on. And then we also had the duathlon as part of Papillion Days, another great event, Lori, to you and Tim and your staff. I think there were six states represented and probably 15 towns from across Nebraska. So again, it's a regional draw, and people are coming in from outside the state of Nebraska for those. So thank you again. I think it was a safe event. So appreciate that. Also, we will be getting another downtown business opening. I think we've had more ribbon cuttings in downtown Papillion than we probably have had in all of Sarpy County in the last 6 months. And the little house just west of City Hall is going to be a Wisconsin cheese house. So Wisconsin cheeses and meats. Be opening. I don't think they've given a date, but from conversations I'm thinking maybe 3 weeks out is when that'll open up. A lot going on, and from a calendar perspective, we're heading into the season where every Tuesday night there'll be music in the plaza, down at the First Street Plaza. That's thanks to the Downtown Business Association, took ownership from that. Every Wednesday night, starting this week, is the Farmers Market, and Lori, that's really ramped up this year. 50 vendors coming to the farmers market. So that's from 5 to 8 p.m. every Wednesday night in City Park. The movie series is continuing. Friday the 20th is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. Come out for probably 1,000 to 1,500 of your closest neighbors and watch that. Saturday the 21st, again, is the Papillion Bay 20th anniversary. So again, RSVP for that and come out and support that. Laura Jean's reception, that is a big deal if everybody knows Laura Jean and what she's given to the community. Elected positions, appointed positions, volunteer positions, all over the board. And that's on the 26th at 12:30. And then we have a ribbon cutting on Friday the 27th with Small Cakes. It's a bakery that is in Midlands Place. That is a business out of Kansas City that's coming to Papillion. I think that will be the 4th business that enters the state of Nebraska through Papillion, and the 3rd business with a Kansas City connection to Papillion. So come out and support that at 4 p.m. on the 27th. I don't think there's anything else unless there's any other council comments. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Motion by Councilwoman Klug. Second by Councilman Glover. Please vote.
68 0 nays.
We are adjourned. Thank you.